Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Icon and today we are continuing the Pathfinder Kingmaker playthrough, the challenge run as we call it, where I am trying to... I'm trying to play on hard difficulty, and on top of that we're having the Last Azlanti mod. And on top of that, it's D tier and F tier classes only. So, running into a skeletal merchant just to start off is a perfect way of starting the day. Show me what you got. So, double X, kukri, heavy mace, sword, holy rapier +2. That actually still might be an upgrade. Slide one. Thundering Scythe. Pretty sure none of that is an upgrade. Rope of the Wise. Ropes can be an upgrade. Good. Undertaker gloves definitely are an upgrade. Helmet grants +5 resistance save on will saves. That's a fantastic upgrade. Augur's Cape. Got a normal maximize. Well, we're already having that. I think the extend version, that's a good one. Give me all those spell scrolls because they are good. This might be okay. Wand on of bit venom. Yeah, that's not really that helpful. So, do we want the cloak? Because divination we're not really using a whole lot. Increases 3 the DC of all divination spells. If we were casting Unluck, which is a 3.5 spell, it's a huge debuff, then that would be a great cape. Yeah, likely not good enough. So, then, who would take this here? +5 bonus. We already have +4 bonus from... I think over here? No, we had a special bonus on will saves on Hawkbite. Okay, not here, not here. Was it a normal helmet? I mean, what is this? This is base AC, that's always better. The extra will save is not too bad, I will say that. The resistance bonus though, and this here is a resistance bonus as well. So that's unfortunately not as great because even you do have +3 resistance bonus and same bonuses do not stack. I'll take gloves because they are so rare. Might as well take them. Whoa, immunity to trip. Ooh. That's actually not bad. So this is 8 and 5, that's 13. And here we're looking at 11. So AC would go down. But the immunity to trip is pretty damn good. Yeah, none of that is really like a massive, massive upgrade so that I would splurge money on. I will buy the one here for the firm step, just in case that we need it. The resistance, nah. That's really nothing to write home about, not at this point. Maximize, we already have that as a rod, as a robe. Cloak of Resistance +3. Please be my guest and take it. So, +3 morale bonus to AC against attacks of undeads. Now we need to keep the trickery check on her. We already have it for him. Question is, what are the others? UMD? Nah. Disarm. Might as well give him the Undertaker gloves. It's okay. I don't think that we need UMD that badly on him. So, what I do think though is reach, quicken. I think we might need the extend for the bigger spells. That's actually not a bad investment. So, and then, does anyone not have any gloves? No, I think we all do. Yeah, listen, it's difficult to upgrade our equipment, but that speaks for the quality of our equipment then, I would say, because we do have decent equipment. It's not great, but it is okay. And items like being immune to trip aren't bad. Be right back. Alright, back. The children. So, we're finally moving westwards. On the bank, to our surprise, we saw a ferry. Rough-sounding ferryman smelled like onions in trouble. He told us of problem with pirates on the river. It had been resolved. A group of Numerians had gone downstream and scared of all of the pirates. He told us the heartbreaking story of a friend who once robbed travelers, but was wise enough to yield to the Numerians and now was living a miserable life of an honest man. Against all of my expectations, we got to the other side without any trouble. I mean, let's just go to the main area, I guess. Country road here. We're on our way to the main area, to the main quest, but let's first of all check this area out. Medium sized, I would say we're just going to do the absolute minimum buffs.
I will not be trifled with. Adventures await.
Good. Couple of group buffs. Nothing major.
I'm up for an adventure.
Just making sure Hawkbite is safe, really. And we're good. Alright, whoever is here, they didn't like jewels. Skillfully crafted stone golem. 18 hit dice. We might need a little bit more. Don't want the extend meta magic rod now. I just want to give you
I do things my
a
way.
few buffs.
Does anyone require my counsel?
And he already has natural armor. I think the rest is pretty much okay.
Everything has a price.
I appreciate privacy.
We should move.
Good. A little bit of haste.
Adventures await.
I always have the upper hand.
Never
Very
stop
good.
learning.
And a luck bonus. Okay. Can't really charge in. Might as well put glitter dust down. Okay. True strike for next round. Alright, look at this.
Stab their back.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's immune to magic, so that won't be helping. I don't think that you can dazzling display him. But I think he can be blinded. Yes, he can.
Out of my way.
I got the casting
Attack.
problem yet again.
Cover me.
Forwards.
Despite the misclicks and very limited stuff, that's really not a challenge. My darling, I'm writing you to take a rest in Glenibin Wildebeest. Don't be surprised I finally got out of Pitax. I'll miss the magical potion the arcane vessel sells, but that's fine. I brought the supply with me. It'll come handy when we celebrate our reunion. As for our homelands, things are getting worse and worse there. Ironetti's appetite grows, the guards are fighting with the Thieves' Guild. The Trader's House are making new schemes, and the Academy of Arts has been said to have some new free thinking appearing from time to time. I'm sure that the pot will boil over sooner or later. I prefer not to be there when it does. Well. And then he got the Marksman hat set, +5 bonus to perception skills. When the wearer uses deadly aim, it gives extra bonus to attacks. That's not bad. The question is, how much do we want wisdom? I mean, this is a really, really good hat. Goes back to our question, is there an option for us to get wisdom on other set items? But this effectively would give us a lot of leeway.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Let's see how well we're hitting with deadly aim, because we haven't been really using deadly aim for a substantial amount of time. I rather had more hits. To be fair, so far the damage was more than adequate. With deadly aim it would be still a little bit higher. It nonetheless does not explain why this guy has been killed. Specifically, if he has such a powerful construct next to his side. The dead wizard looks like strangely peaceful. You see no wounds or bites on the body. Poison, maybe? He said that he stocked up on those potions. Would be plausible to think that some of them might have been poisoned. Okay, so fair enough. Raspberry Gully. What's this? Shallow ravine surrounded by raspberry bushes. Locals tell the children to stay away instead of staying in place like respectable plants would. The bushes occasionally move. So plant enemies. Interesting. It's another small little area here. Might as well do basic buffs. Good. I need to get the spells off of him. That's the whole reason why I'm buffing with him. Because as long as the spells are on him, he's incapable of really attacking. He always casts spells instead, and that's super annoying. It's a bug, but what can you do? Good.
No stopping now.
A level 10 druid. Okay, interesting. Well, look. Let's do a bit of this.
I'm up for an adventure. Never stop learning. So it comes to this.
No, you're not
Require
attacking.
my counsel?
What the hell are you even
I
thinking?
do things my way.
Time to practice my combat.
Oh, look at that! Druid is down, but that Quickwood over here is actually quite quick.
We can do it.
Think about it, we even haven't spotted it. Nice little crit. Good. Luckily we have a really, really big AoE.
Check that out.
Might as well get those Quickwoods a little bit closer. Okay, look. We need more freedom of movement so that we can quickly go through this difficult terrain here.
Strike as one.
Couple of solid hits into couple of solid hits. Did not overcome spell resistance. Unfortunate. Slight delay because I want freedom of movement. Then I can charge through difficult terrain. There we go. Oh, critical hit for 130. Yeah, thank you.
It is done.
Good. There is apparently like a cave down here, which I would guess is where the druid has been living before we intervened with him. It's also funny that just because he was an enemy, we were using that as an excuse to immediately preemptively strike him. He was just minding his own business, and he got immediately 4 arrows in the back. Of course, I would be miffed about that as well. You search and notice the envelope inside the bush. It's hanging from the branch. The seal is in the shape of a skull, and the chain of runs through the eye of the socket. Take a closer look, you realize the seal isn't simply black, it seems to absorb light. There is a faint dark circle inscribed in the envelope around the seal. The seal itself is enchanted and will react to any attempts to either dispel the enchantment or break the seal. If the envelope is touched by anyone other than the designated recipient, it will crumble to dust. However, you remove the seal without touching the envelope. However, if you remove... Okay. Check the envelope for enchantments. An ominous seal is there. After some time and with the help of some simple tools at hand, you manage to remove the seal. The envelope darkens and its lower half disintegrates with a low rustling sound. You manage to preserve 3/4 of the letter. Frodenius, your craftsmanship is improving and your zeal has not gone unnoticed in Nidal. We're pleased about your success. That means that Zon Kuton is pleased as well. The Umbral Court requires new agents in the Stolen Lands. By Elonder's insistence, the Circle of Druid recommends you. Be proud that this is a great honor. It must yield results. You are tasked by observing the barony ruled by Hawkbite. Through young the state might seem, it is significant that it has survived so long, especially with measured against the countless other kingdoms that sought to rise into the Stolen Lands and now lie in ruin. The Baron's persistence has attracted the attention of many in Avestan, and Nidal cannot afford to lag behind its rivals. The Baron's count is too small to infiltrate without risk of exposure. Instead, watch from a distance, pass along information about events. Your second objective is the search of an artifact created by Fey magic before times and memories. The Umbral Court has been searching for it for a long time. Convenient that the letter basically stops. Question is, why would he put the stupid letter in there? Or maybe the letter was actually placed there from the Umbral Court and he was just trying to get it. That would make more sense. Is why go to the extent of doing all of that to just have a letter hang there if you could also just bury it. Or, mind you, put it somewhere else or burn it in the first place. Okay, so Raspberry Gully done. That guy, unfortunately it wasn't an honor. He received like 4 shots into the back. Before we go in, let's rest. Last time we dealt with barbarians, things weren't going so well. And I need new rations now that I just realized we have 0 left over. All right. Let's see what else we can do. I actually like the idea of barbarian fights. That will be a lot of fun. I will say, because last time that had been a problem, protection from arrows. And also freedom of movement. Just a couple of very essential long-term buffs. Guard. Peace. Baron Peace, we've been waiting to speak to you. I'm Guard of the Tiger Lords, Cleric of Gurum, the wise Durgar's apprentice. We come with an offer to you. Don't want to waste your time, so I'll be brief. We're sick and tired of Armagh and his crazy witches. You want to help the Bresons, and we want to pull our kin out of the senseless slaughter. Our interests coincide. Alright, why are you unhappy with Armagh? A chieftain's job is to fight for the wealth and glory of the tribe, not to cram vague bullcrap about some great future down the throats of the tribesmen. The real Armagh once made all of Numerius tremble before the Tiger Lords. What has Armagh done? Send our people to their death for no reason, and he'll continue to do so in the future. Why should we even fight for the Brevins, for God's sake? If anyone is going to pay us, who will it be? Will it be the sisters? Dream on. We're tired of using pawns in a game we don't even understand. Let's use you as an example. Perhaps you're not the most important person in the River Kingdoms, but you're certainly not an enemy to yourself or people, right? You put yourself in our shoes. Imagine your chieftain calls you and orders you to take out all people and jump off of a cliff, all because some old crone forehead told it was your destiny. What would you do? Alright, if my commander orders it, I would jump, but I won't force my people to follow. This is about personal choices, theirs and mine. It's a bit of a stupid answer. I'm not 100% sure that a lawful good person would say that. Alright, too bad there aren't many people like you around. They often don't live long enough. That's true. Our ways are a bit different. Alright. So, I thought your goal was to plunder Restov. That was what Armagh said, but he underestimated the size of Brevorn's army. He said their forces would be 1/3 of the size. They haven't even received your reinforcements yet. Today, our enemies are just the factions of Brevorn's forces. It's crystal clear to us that with these forces in their walls, Restov is too much for us. All we could achieve would be to weaken the Sword Lord's army. I'm sure that the Surtavians would be happy with that, but what's in for us? The Surtavians won't be paying because we dragged our butts here in our own accord. Alright, Numeria is pretty far away from here. How did you get yourself that far? We traveled. Fair enough. If you get rid of Armagh, who will be your new chieftain? We'll find someone. It's not important right now. So what's the plan? Well, we'll go to the camp, start a riot. Once we explain that they're being sent to the grinder without even paying for it, the camp will be behind us. And we can try to kill Armagh and the sisters. Okay, well, if that's the case, then we are definitely 100% going to buff this time. Not going to have that same again.
I will not falter.
Alright, you two move over here. And we're going to shrink.
To victory.
So, look at that. You, And you, just a couple of extra hit points might make the difference between being alive and dying. More stat buffs. Good. And I would like you... I would like... Hawkbite, you need better saves. There you go. So, let's start with...
Everything has a price.
Why don't we have buffs in here? What's wrong with your spellbook? Oh, really? You decided to just stop memorizing. Fair enough, because that's like the wisest choice. What a stupid idea. We had a couple of really good buffs. Might as well take freedom of movement.
I always have the upper hand.
Alright. Those are short-term buffs. Might as well use them. Anyway, so let me continue the buffing. Be right back. Good. We're fully buffed. Might as well do this into the haste. We're ready. Let's go. That didn't go as well, did it? Your original idea that the barbarians would be amicable to just laying down their weapons, sure. That is typically what barbarians would do, eh? Okay, let's start with this guy here. 1, 2, immediately goes down. See, when we're buffed, these guys are not that much of a problem. Hawkbite fiercely charges in. We're having a nice little dazzling display. Okay. Oh, Darkrai will have an absolute field day here. Yeah.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Even Anders is attacking in melee. Jim moves up.
Stab their backs.
Nice little one tap.
Strike with all your might.
And I don't believe that they will have... Oh, well, never mind. I was about to say, I don't believe that they will have a lot of, like, fantastic items. But I forgot. They have all of the potions. I won't take the Cure Light Wounds ones. They might be a little bit too low for us at this point.
Dead. Everyone is dead.
Jamandi, what was he
Where
going
have you
on?
been? No, it doesn't matter. Don't bother answering. I've no interest in your excuses. You're late, and it's all over. My army's been destroyed, and the way to Restov is unprotected.
How was your
do you
battle?
think? The barbarians outnumbered us, and with giants at their sides. It was a slaughter. We killed many of them on the battlefield, but my army was decimated in the process.
Alright, not all is lost. There is still a chance to
Don't you
cut
even
our losses.
comprehend what this means? We were double-crossed. All this, all these deaths, all for nothing. I'll find the ones responsible. Hunt them to the ends of Golarion if I have to.
How did the
And if it
barbarians
turns out
recruit
we're smarter
giants?
than I know. Probably picked them up as children in Numeria and raised them to fight. Giants are dangerous enough on their own, but under the command of an experienced warlord.
At least I managed to save
Should I
you.
thank you for that. What good is a commander with no army? Now I'll just die a few days later, attempting to defend Rostov proper from these.
All right, how do we
Follow
proceed?
through on your agreement with the barbarians. Go to their main camp. It's not far. In the meantime, go to my.
Listen, you F up the battle. That's typical lack of taking accountability from a woman in charge. And this doesn't mean to be sexist, but boy, she screws up the whole thing. And now all of a sudden it's my problem. It's a bit of a wild line of argumentation, eh?
I'll split you in half.
105. Lovely. That wolf's not going to bother anyone. Alright, Darkrai moves up.
Cover me.
Strike with all your might.
Yeah. Interesting line of argumentation, eh? So we're arriving here. I'm saving her. Somehow it's my fault that she lost in a battle. Which, mind you, they could have just retreated or not messed it up that badly. But instead they did, and now it's clearly the adventurer's fault.
Everything has a price. Your
Cleric?
death
Yeah, sure,
awaits.
let's get him.
Entertainment.
Fully buffed, these barbarians stand no chance. Wow, another crit for 100.
Through fear.
Composite bow, haste scroll, that's always helpful, specifically in situations where we're running out of steam at some point. More dead people.
What's that?
We cannot be defeated.
Look, how about this? Solves the problem right away. Moving in.
I'll loot your corpse.
Alright, any charge? No. There we go. One. And killed the wolf as well. Not a single shot was fired. Not one.
Stab their back.
And seeing that everybody else is having a hard time with the stinking cloud, it might even be a, yep, perfect encounter. Not a single shot fired.
Onwards.
I always have the upper hand.
Archer, bear, barbarian.
Cover
Yeah,
me.
let's get the archer. Occupy charges in, right into the middle of everyone. 86 points of damage. Holy.
Your death awaits.
Even the bear is taking hits. Man. It's a lot of damage. Good. Couple of magical items. I like that. Composite longbow, unfortunately just a +1, but the enemy is not coming unprepared. Some of them do have magical items. I like the battlefield depiction, pretty realistic overall.
I'll split you in half.
Aaron comes in.
Strike with all your
Occupied directly into the middle of everything. Oh, they even have druids. Interesting. We're still hasted, right? Yes. For 5 more rounds. Easy.
Do not hold back.
Moves to here. Maximize. Heal. And we do a little quickened. Cheeky heal. There we go. Let's get the cleric. Don't like clerics. Level 12 barbarian is... Now we're talking. Like that's the type of enemies that we would... That would be a bit more of a challenge for us.
Out of my way!
Hawkbite completely moves in. That was stupid. Why would you... Anyways.
Forward.
He hit him so hard that he just fell down here. That's hilarious. That's actually quite funny.
Stab their backs.
I don't like you.
I stand ready.
Good. Just a couple of drinks and we're back to full. Masterwork crossbow. There's a lot of loot to be had here. Almost everyone is wearing magic items at this point. Even the absolute lowbies of the enemy are having either masterwork or magical items. Quarterstaff +1, that's still okay. Javelin +3 and a lot of diamond dust. That will be good for our
We shall overcome.
what's it called, stone skin communal. Dalius Minor, soldiers' corpses litter the area. Gnome, indented armor move hastily between the bodies. Who are you? I'm Dalius Minors, regimental cleric, or I used to be. No regiment anymore. I'm running out of time myself. What are you doing? I'm prepping for the greatest blasphemy. I'm going to raise my fighters for one last attack. We lost the battle. We were betrayed. No one helped us. So we got slaughtered like livestock. But I'm a cleric. I have some powers. Now I'll make the dead fight one more time. Idiot. While you're conducting this weird ritual, wounded people are bleeding to death. Ah, what am I doing? You're right. 100 times right. Been an idiot. Here, take this and keep it out of harm's way. On the other hand, he's not wrong for saying that something along those lines would definitely work.
You've made your choice.
That is quite
So I animated them for him.
I'm up for an adventure.
We're still hasted? No, we're not, which means give everybody haste.
Hesitation is a waste of time. Cover me.
Barbarian Hill Giant. Well, more like target practice for me. Great Stinking Cloud, fantastic. Our undead soldiers are running to the front. I love it. Yep. Nice little 100 critical hit. Not a problem. 69 sneak damage. Best sneak damage. Oh, you know what? Finally, I can wave the fatigue for once. Waves of fatigue. Ah, you are fatigued. Not that it matters too much. But I wanted to use it for once. And the best part about skeletons is they have no problem
Forwards!
fighting in stinking clouds. Alright, yeah, sure.
We can do it.
Man, the builds are coming online.
Attack!
And it's crazy. It's a lot of damage. Even the dead are hitting hard. Oh, there's still a cleric left over. My bad. Masterwork, thank you. +1. We take the full plate, that's good. They all have one scroll of haste, which is not stupid in a war. Smurlodon over there.
Stab their backs.
Jim moves up. Hawkbite charges in. We got a level 10 Barbarian Druid. That explains all of the animals, including this Smurlodon. And guess who's coming from the second row? It's the skeleton boys.
Strike with all your might!
1, 2, and Guy Aaron just cleans the house.
Strike as one.
Strike with all your might.
Even Tattered Knight kills something.
Your death awaits.
Thank you. Quarterstaff +1. Listen, that was not too bad.
Onwards.
We will be victorious.
And yet again, we're in the middle of the battle. I really like that part of the game. Big stinking cloud. Problem solved. Good, let's start with the bear because, funnily enough, I think he's one of the more dangerous enemies.
We won't falter.
Popeye charges over. Everybody just got completely pummeled by the stinking cloud. Good, we're rushing over.
We won't falter.
Okay,
Stab their
Mr. Bear,
backs.
please die. Thank you.
You feel that?
Every single crit triggers more crits, and with that cleaving finish and so on.
I don't like you.
Do not hold back.
Yeah, we're regularly hitting for 100 at this point. I'll just move because I want to be with the team.
We can do it.
Because after this round we're very likely going to move on. I want to use the haste as much as I can.
So it comes to this.
Wow, that's a lot of loot. A 100 more than that. Quite a bit more per weapon, and we do have a lot of magical items. So, let's go down from here. I'm sure there are more fights.
Heads will roll.
Cover me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Charging in. And finishing it before anything really happened.
March on.
It was most certainly not the shortest way that we've taken. Alright.
This is my path.
Wait. What are we looking at?
I will not be trifled with.
Let's do this.
Keep your wits about
Stay
you.
on your toes. Your death awaits.
We will prevail.
Then a manticore, who somewhat has been killing normal manticores. Wait until after the tank. Good. 2 more of these guys exist. Charge in directly. Oh, well, maybe a little bit more than 2 exist. And we're continuing to move closer into the battlefield.
I'll loot
Hex
your
this one.
corpse.
Did not hit. Unfortunate.
Strike with all your might.
I'll split you in half.
Crits for 100. Crits for another 100. Venom, Serpent Prince is a crazy weapon.
We can do it!
Stab their backs.
Most of them didn't even get an attack off.
We won't falter.
Only thing that is keeping them alive is their mischance. But you can't really rely on mischance.
It is done.
Neat little fight.
No stopping now.
Okay, let's get all of that. Thank you. And wait, down here. We haven't been down here. Let's get this one before we explore any further.
I was successful in my search.
Okay. And the normal longsword wasn't necessarily the best pickup, but the rest was okay. Let's run over here. What a ginormous map. Okay, nothing up here. Hello, Guard and the other barbarians. How do we get there? We aren't. So we need to get to the main camp.
Never a dull moment.
Onwards. That is quite a discovery.
Barbarian Hill Giant Berg. Okay. Listen, Berg. If you play nicely, we will play nicely. But if you're being a dick, then
I'll make my own.
so help me, the nature mother, we are going to be a dick back. Too much fight, too little food, not what my allies promised. Okay.
No stopping now.
So you're not a dick? I like that. Okay, we just got a couple of wolves. Can't really be that serious. The Cry already killed 2.
Cover me.
Yeah, I wonder what the idea was to have these in here, because 2 hit dice creatures really don't do anything at this point in the game.
Attack!
Like I said, there could be 100 of those and nothing would happen.
I am finished.
I get it, someone must have robbed this poor schmuck. But this poor schmuck had the Frost Elven Curve Blade +2, which is the equivalent of a +3 weapon. For whatever reason has been swinging that a normal longsword instead of the magical Frost Blade. And hasn't been wearing any armor. And that's, children, why you don't invest 16,000 gold pieces in a weapon that you don't have proficiency with, but instead get an equipment set that includes various pieces, not limited to armor.
Adventures await.
So, we're doing that.
I tire of waiting.
Don't know? Don't care.
How far is this? Still 5 minutes, we
Everything has
good.
a price.
Do we have Hurricane Bow? No. Nor there's a scroll, but that's okay.
I know mystic theology,
I do things
arcane
my
bombomancy, eldritch sciomancy, and many other
death
clever
Good. Cleric of
Cannot
Gloom.
be defeated.
Misses him, but not good. Well, at least the rest was okay. Nice little glitter dust. Fantastic. Hawkbite directly goes in. Let's see if you like the cloud kill.
These magics should be used in other ways. These magics should be used in other ways.
The Cry moves over here.
I'll root your course.
Good. Big boy in the middle is immediately down.
Strike with all your might.
We can do it.
I'll split you in half.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend to stand in the cloud kill if you don't have poison. Oh yeah, that was the first time that someone
One.
broke out and started being a bit of a dick. You know what I think about people that charge my backline? Exactly. They eat the bow.
We won't falter.
Strike with all your might.
Out of my way.
I always have the upper hand.
I tire of
Good.
waiting.
Let's heal.
Don't need anyone's sympathy.
We should move.
Using natural resources.
Require my counsel? I need to concentrate.
Privacy.
I stand ready.
Okay, let's go.
Never a dull
And we're full again. Yeah, I will say on the back line, that is a bit weaker. The charge and the rage actually worked out reasonably well. They got us down to half hit points. Good. A few more potions. I like that.
No stopping now.
It is done.
More barbarians. So far, even if we had to fight all of them here, that would not be a problem.
Onwards.
I'm not touching that.
Loot is absolutely atrocious.
There. I don't even want to know.
Follow me.
Haven't found a single good item here.
Done.
And we're starting to get into that part of the game where I'm having 500,000 gold. But it really doesn't help. Heavy shield. Increases wielder speed by 10% and has +5 armor class. One could argue that's not bad for her. I have to wonder. Do I like it? I mean, she's even faster with it.
Don't know, don't care.
She's even faster with it. Magical vestment, armor, and shield. I like that idea. I like it a lot. And give me the shield version. Because with that, I think we can still improve our armor even further.
No stopping now.
I am finished.
Reaper's Vest. Now we're talking. Studded leather armor. 3 dodge bonus against shaken opponents. 11 armor. Here we're at 12. And it has an offensive value. Man, our armor is really good. Reaper's Vest in itself is a neat little tank item. But too circumstantial with the shaken portion.
It is done.
Ancient Hunt. Quiver provides limitless armor of lawful cold iron arrows. Oh, that's good. See, that's the type of stuff that I actually would like. So if this is really limitless, +2 bonus and cold iron, that'll be huge. That's a really, really, really good quiver. What is the ring? Ring of Evasion. Whenever... Oh, that's really good as well. Expensive ring, even in normal Dungeons and Dragons. But I like it. Good ring. No damage when you're successfully making saving throw. I wonder which one I would take off. Not the Ring of Luck, because that sticks with everything. That sticks with everything, but I believe this here is not a bad trade. Acid immunity is still good. Is there anyone who has a worse ring than that? More channel energy. I think acid immunity is better than that extra channel. Greetings, Guad. Was your ride a success? Yes and no. Armag's still alive. Matter or not, he's still one of the strongest fighters. But that's not important. He abandoned his army in the middle of the battle, so no one will recognize him as a chieftain after that. So he's on his own? Not at all. There's still an entire army in Omeria, ready to obey his every word. They'd rather call us traitors than give up the dream of Armag once more leading them to glory. Where did he go? That's the creepy part. Our Armag spent a lot of time searching for a tomb of the ancient Armag. The hero in the past who is an incarnation he believed himself to be. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that he finally found it. Who took a squad with him. Sisters opened a portal. And that's the last we saw of him. Where's the tomb? Only Armag knows. Alright, farewell.
Onwards.
Huge bloodshed.
I'll make my own legend.
Good. Let's give everybody haste.
No stopping now.
Let's give everybody haste. We're still collecting stuff.
Here's to our savior. The barbarians are routed. Congratulations on your glorious victory.
I'm glad you listened to the voice of reason.
A truly heroic deed. Believe me, I won't forget it.
All right. You can't blame me for your defeat. I reached as fast as I can.
That's enough. This is no time to argue. We won. That's the important thing. Today, the Baron proved himself. I would even go so far as to say this man has shown wisdom beyond his station. Not just that of a Baron, but that of a true king.
Am I hearing you right? Are you ready to acknowledge him as your equal?
Well, as your equal at least, Sword Lord. So, what do you say? Can you bear the burden of the crown?
Okay. Let's leave the quarrels in the past. Today Restov and the Sword Lords needs allies more than ever.
Such allies. I'll deal with my enemies on my own.
All right. I would be honored to take the crown.
Oh, you can be certain of that. Well, it's time I return to what's left of my army. I wish you luck, Your Highness. There's an old proverb in our lands. Before giving orders, one must learn to take them. You've proven quite adept at the former. Let's see how you do at the latter.
Congratulations, Your Highness. Your prior actions proved you capable of seizing power. But today is the day you proved yourself able to keep it. Go ahead and order the ceremonial vestments for your coronation. And while they're being prepared, you should finish what you started. Find the barbarian chieftain and expel the barbarians from your lands. Establish peace. Well, let me bid you farewell for now.
Very good. So, coronation to become a king at some point. That is truly interesting.
It is done.
I think the barbarians didn't really have any merchants here.
Follow me.
Couple of soldiers. Always looking for that odd merchant. Good. Look guys, that was a pretty jolly fight against all of those enemies. I would even go as far as to say that was an intense warlike situation. And we destroyed all of them. Very much so. Good. Leaving, and I think that's also the end of this episode. I would say, just from the strength of our team, we have a lot of durability. Since most of our damage is physical of nature, we're really not that worried about anything. As long as the buffs are lasting, it's all good. The lost tome is called lost because it's not easy to find. How can we locate it? Perhaps it's better to return to the capital. To consult with the best minds of the barony. Myself, for example. Alright. Or some news from the north. Spice Bone. It's continuing. Yeah, overall, I think we are just going to explore all of that. Take it from there. Would also be nice to get these parts of the lands. Unfortunately, not ours yet. But yeah, we were going to continue in the grasslands next time. Lots of barbarians and eventually Armok that's going to fight us. Let's see if he's as capable of a fighter as he is a loud mouth. We're going to find that out sooner or later. Arrogard, by the way, super good shield. I would like to keep that. And if we ever need more armor, we can switch to it, because this here will still give Crane Wing. But I'm actually quite happy with the stratagem. So far, that's good. Lesser Maximize. Not sure what we are going to need that for. Lesser reach, that on the other hand I can see. Okay, and then we still got that nice little helmet here. Perception and extra attack rolls. Yeah, okay, well, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one. See you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.